Hi everybody, it's John again, and I'm going to talk about when things are breaking down. It's when those warning signs have come. Perhaps the situation has got worse, where you feel at your worst, uh, where things you might have tried haven't helped. I think it's important to, with your plan, to write everything down. What does it look? What is the worst it looks for you? What is it like when things are breaking down for you? And everybody is different, so every plan is different, and it's about having some examples of things that you know from your own past or from what you've gone through that you can use that will help other people understand what those things might be. For example, um, things, your self help skills may get worse. Your ability to care for yourself or look after yourself may get worse. So it's important, whatever those individual things are written on your plan. I think it is useful to have something to put them on too. I use the iceberg. So there's one which is your increased poor health skills. Another example is your loss of routines. Routines give us something to build our life round, and when we're not in a good place, I think they can fall apart. Also, there's a sign of things getting worse is when you miss appointments. That might be important appointments, and we need to be able to get the help we need. So that's an important one. The other issue at the moment, it might be to do with not being able to leave your house. The loss of those supportive things like the college, of being able to see friends. Also when we're breaking down, those negative life experiences that we might have suffered may come to the fore, may start having an impact on our thinking, especially about ourselves. We may get to the point where when we think of ourselves, all we can think of is negatives. Feelings of self-worth, feelings of self-loathing. And that's important that all those go onto a plan, because of the situation we're in at present. We're living on top of each other, or if you're living with your family, it's those things that get on your nerves, the noise, whatever. It can increase our irritability. If you're living alone, is the loneliness, the feel that the sports you may have had aren't available to you at the moment. when things are breaking down, you may not eat well, you may overeat and comfort eat, try to help you get through it. The other thing is, people have been furloughed, people have been, don't have the same amount of money. So spending, financial situation may be difficult for people. And that's a thing that impacts on your mental health. Also, people may be terribly anxious, terribly sad. They may have lost people. So it's really important that anything that is impacting on your mental well-being is written down. That we tend to forget the little things, so it's really important that all those things are on your plan. And when people are breaking down, we often go to something that will help us numb the pain. Now, that could be alcohol, it could be use of drugs, and I'm not here to judge anybody, but those things may have a detrimental effect on your long-term emotional needs, because for example, you might feel shame and guilt because you've gone to use that. And also people may self-harm, and that could be by not eating purposely or cutting themselves or burning themselves. And it's important, if those experiences happen, then people know about that so they can support you. In the present situation, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anxiety, there's things we have never experienced in our lifetime, and that makes us more vulnerable, more anxious. Also, there's a possibility being locked up indoors most of the time, or not being able to see people, may make us feel angry, and that can lead to conflicts at home, family arguments, and sometimes they can end up people being hurt. And it's important that we try and stay in control of things, and our plan might help us do that. So the thing about your art plan, whatever you write down, whatever is significant to you, that it comes from within, and we have to be honest on that plan, whatever it might be. Write it down. Find somebody you can share it with, who can help support you. And that can be somebody, it needs to be somebody you trust. And it needs to be somebody you listen to. So that could be your doctor, your CPN, or anything like that. Anybody who you trust, who may be able to help you. And in these times when things are very, very unusual, you need to look after yourself, friends and families. So your plan is your way of showing people how things might at the worst stage be for you, and how they can then help you get the support you need to get through this. I think over the last 10 weeks it's been very difficult, it's been very hard, but also you have to be proud of what you've achieved. However small it might seem to you, keeping yourself going, keeping yourself safe and well is really important. So when things are breaking down, write it, even if there's something that you've never experienced before, as something to write when things are at its worst. Write it down, save it somewhere, because that can go in your plans. So if that happens again, people can recognize those little things. Okay, so take care, keep yourself safe and well, and hopefully we'll all see ourselves back at Rococo soon. Okay, take care, God bless, bye.